I'm Hannah, and I'm a counselor at Grace Ministries International. Today, I'd like to invite you to join a conversation where we're going to hash out what it looks like to walk from fear into freedom. I'd like to start off by thinking about a word that comes from the Chinese language. I was reminded of this word when a friend recently brought it up. It's the word for crisis. In Western culture, we often look at this word and see danger plus opportunity. But to get fuller understanding of this word, I invited my friend Jessica to weigh in on this conversation. Chinese is her mother tongue, and I thought it would be cool to hear from her. So let's go to Jessica's living room and see what she has to say about this word.
Hi, my name is Jessica. Today we're going to talk about a phrase that you probably see a lot on your news feed or your social media feeds a lot these days. This is a Chinese word. The word is called weighty. Now when you take this word, it consists of two characters, wei and ji. Let's look at that. If I see these two words together, I recognize them as one unity, not two separate words. In one unity, the definition for weighty means something that's a source or a root of danger, hardship, or difficulty, or severe difficulty or crisis that's at a pivotal point, which very much suggests you're at a point where it's either life or death, it's either success or failure.
This Chinese word for crisis actually correlates really well with a Greek word used in Ephesians chapter 5. In verse 16, Paul writes, "Redeeming the time, for the days are evil." That word time is the Greek word Kairos. I'd like to read the definition of Kairos for you and you see if you think there's any correlation between these two words. Here's the definition. A fixed and definite time, the time when things are brought to crisis, opportune or seasonable time, the right time. It can be translated to mean season, opportunity, or moment. In light of this definition, maybe we could read Ephesians 5:16 like this: redeeming the season, redeeming the opportunity, redeeming the moment. What might it look like to get in touch with where your heart is in crisis and redeem that? Maybe you're struggling with anxiety or fear in relation to the circumstantial crisis that we're facing right now with health, finances, relationships. I personally know people who've been affected by this virus or have lost their job. They're facing financial strain or uncertainty. And I've talked to a lot of people who are facing a lot of relational tension during this season. I'd like to encourage you to look at the root source. What is the root source, the crisis on a heart level that might be triggered by this external circumstantial crisis that we're facing? Can you get in touch with that core fear? What might your heart be feeling threatened by today? Fear of being alone? Failure? Inadequacy? Abandonment? Dying early? Losing someone you love? Losing your freedom? Being stuck? Losing connection? Losing opportunity? So maybe you're wondering, okay, now what? What do I do with this? I know what I'm afraid of, but what are my options? Join us next time and we're going to unpack what it looks like to move from fear into freedom.